Here, watch this. Okay, so Marin took a turn, Great Mothers took a turn. Revan took a turn, Great Mothers take a turn. Zombie takes a turn, Great Mothers take a turn. You see in a pattern. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. I'm the Gerbil. Today I want to tell you about an experience I had in Grand Arena 5v5 and a team you are not going to want to sleep on. Yeah, I know 5v5 Arena is just coming to an end, but it will be back around, and I think that this is bug related, so let's dive into it. Being that it could be a bug that's happening here, the thing is CG doesn't tend to fix bugs very quickly, so this might last for a while. So what's going on here? This is the first time I've encountered this. See, Great Mothers, a absolute go-to to counter Great Mothers is Malgus. We can see here from SWGOH.gg that the #1 most common counter to Great Mothers is Darth Malgus with Sith. Malgus, Darth Malak, sorry, Sith Marauder, Bastard Shan Fallen, and then Darth Revan. And this has a 100% win rate on 575 battles. And then you go down with a slight variation. There's 222, 100% win rate. But what we're looking at right here is not going to be a win. And you may be observing something here. Watch this. Okay, so Marin took a turn, Great Mothers took a turn. Revan took a turn, Great Mothers take a turn. Zombie takes a turn, Great Mothers take a turn. You see in a pattern, turn, Mother's turn. We got a Bastard Shan turn, Mother's turn. Malgus turn, Mother's turn. Yeah, so your eyes do not deceive you. What's happening with this Great Mother team is that literally every other turn, the Great Mothers are taking a turn, and that makes this really hard to beat. And yes, I do believe it's a bug. I think it will eventually get fixed, and I'll show you what's happening here in just a second. But by the end of this, what should have been a 100% win rate, see, I get close. Look, I got the Great Mothers down so close here with a mere 8 seconds left, but I don't manage to get this win, and then we're going to time out. Why is that happening? Well, what you may have seen back here was this is not a standard lineup. We got Zombie, fine, Marin, fine. You don't normally see Zombie in here. Why? Because Great Mothers prevent revives, but Zombies revive trumps the Great Mothers. It has an ability that supersedes the Great Mothers, in other words. So Zombie is actually kind of nice to have in there. But then they've got ENOCH, Captain ENOCH back there, right? Well, watch what happens. Let's dedicate Malgus as our counter here. So again, we can see, look at this, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, all the way down the board there. But now let's come over here and let's add ENOCH. And as soon as we add ENOCH, and we're gonna wanna keep Zombie in there, let's add Zombie. Zombie makes me think of the song Cranberries. Very sad when she died. Anyway, so there we go. We've got my Sith lineup, and there is the ENOCH lineup with Zombie, Morgan, Elsbeth, and Marin. And look at that win rate, a measly 11% win. That just dropped from a 100% win on over 1,000 cumulative battles in various iterations of Great Mothers to a 11%. And then down here, what's the different? They got Night Trooper. Somebody just lost. But right here, ENOCH is like devastating this. It from 100% down to 11%. Yes, I know 9 is a small sample. If you're a statistician like my mother was both, then yeah, that's not a big sample. But it's big enough to immediately raise a concern at the moment and make someone wonder what is going on. Because again, when you go from 100% wins with so many different iterations to an 11%, here's probably one of the most common at 99% even. I mean, we're talking thousands and thousands of wins here at 99 to 100% down to 11. So how is this happening? Well, to understand what's happening, first off, you're just losing a lot of time on the clock. When Great Mothers keep taking all those turns back to back to back, or after every other turn, it is literally just winding down the clock. And if you've ever played, or if you regularly use your Malgus Sith versus Great Mother, you know that's a grindy match anyway. It can easily take 3-4 full minutes. personally, I don't understand the interaction. I feel like I just have to hit full auto for 2.5 minutes before I can actually levy any real damage on them. But what's happening has to do with, and I'm not entirely sure where it is, right here, targeted enemies inflicted with a stack of damage over time for 1 turn and doomed for the rest of the encounter. Now, this is what we saw the Great Mothers doing over and over and over again. The problem was doomed is not being applied. Where is it? If the enemy was doomed, inflict this, dispel all buffs, inflict doom. If there are no enemies inflicted with doom, Great Mothers remove ability blocks from themselves, gain the granted ability, and take a bonus turn. So what's happening is the Great Mothers are supposed to be applying doomed, but they're not able to apply doom because ENOCH is on the battlefield. And I'm not too sure where that line item is. There it is. During this bonus turn, Great Mothers can only use Gift of Shadows. Doomed enemies can always be targeted by Blessed. Okay, so it has to do with Blessed or Doomed. I'm not sure which it is, but essentially the Great Mothers go doomed, someone's blessed, and then ENOCH is somehow preventing one of those two mechanics from happening. So every time, at the end of every turn, then the mothers are checking to see if someone is doomed, and since nobody is doomed, they are taking that bonus turn, wherever that is. There it is. They're taking that bonus turn then to apply doom. Now, I could be off on this. Please, I am not a rules lawyer. This is just my understanding of what's happening, but it's totally happening. And is this really effective? Well, yes. This is effective, and this is something you should very much consider putting on defense for now, because it takes a standard, absolutely common, regular, consistent counter and drops it down to an 11% win rate. Now, if you wanted to see a bit more about how effective that is, let's jump over here to the game real quick. So here I am, I'm in Kyber 2 right now. I fluctuate up and down because I don't take GAC all that seriously. Nonetheless, I maintain a presence around Kyber 2, in and out of 1. And I'm 3-0 this week. Absolute hats off to my current round 3 opponent. I'll just jump in here. The name alone is gonna just drive people nuts. Yeah, we're talking about Mini Blood Farts. Now, Mini, again, tip my hat to you. Minnie was a member of our community. We lost a couple years back, a young fellow. And yeah, so a lot of people still run that name Minnie in honor and tribute to that community member. But my opponent here, Blood Farts, I just can't say that without giggling. This was my first time putting this Great Mother with ENOCH on defense. First time. I encountered it last round, in the middle, round 2, and it totally cleaned my clock, right? That's why I jumped into the game here and I was like recording this, because I was like, holy heck, what's going on? But so I put it on defense, and apparently either they did not get that 1 in 11% chance, or 11% chance of win, or they threw some other stuff at it, but they clearly struggled, right? 4 dropped battles against this. So that very much worked. Now, if we want to go over and check out the previous round where I found just the absolute devastating power of that, my opponent here, let's see, I think it's on the lower, right there it is. See, I beat it the second match because I was like, oh, I ain't playing with this, right? So I went in with Malgus and I just timed out. I killed, who did I kill? I killed ENOCH, which is my only saving grace. And then I think I took it down with a GL. I don't remember which one. It might have been Slicker or something, but it was dreadful, absolutely dreadful. So this one comes to you via me, via Mario. And if you already knew about this, great, whatever, good job. Pat yourself on the back for being brilliant. But folks, use that. It's just insanely good. All right, anyway, folks, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please give me a like, give me a subscribe. I do appreciate it. And I will keep trying to bring cool little tips, tricks, and teams like this as I discover them. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.